So today I want to talk about the bench press, how to set up for it, how to perform the movement, and then I want to talk about some of the common faults that I've seen and how to correct those. Okay, so the first step in setting up for the bench press is going to be getting into position. What I want to do is make sure that the eyes are directly under the barbell when we lay down. So right here, eyes are directly under the barbell. For hand placement, we're just going to go whatever feels most natural for now. It's going to be slightly outside of shoulder width for Val. We can change the hand placement if we're trying to focus on different parts of the muscle or different parts of the lift. We'll get into that at another time. For now, we're going with just a standard hand placement. The next thing, and the number one common fault that I see, is a flat back against the bench. We don't actually want a flat back. We want to have a small space between the back and the bench. We do that by making sure the glutes are in the bench and that the shoulder blades are pulled together and down. So together, down. That's going to create some tension through the back and create this arch. I should be able to slide my hand under and have some space here. As far as the feet go, we want to try to get the foot flat on the ground, firmly pressing into the floor. That's going to create some tension through the legs that we can use as a nice stable base to press from and ultimately give us more pressing power. Now that we've got our setup, I want to talk about actually performing the movement. So we will unwrap the bar and we're going to start the press coming down just about to the chest and back up. Now the main fault I see in this portion is very common, is that the elbows are flared out. So go ahead and do a rep for me where your elbows are flared out. Come on down. And so the elbows are out almost like they're pointing to the sides of the room here. What that's doing is putting the stress of the movement less on the pecs and more on the shoulders. Right, what we want is an angle. It's going to be a little different for everyone, but we want to tuck those elbows almost a 30 to 45 degree angle from the body. And what that is going to do is allow the pecs, the muscles of the chest, to do most of the work. Since those muscles are quite a bit stronger than our shoulders, we're going to be able to press a lot stronger in this position here. And now we can maintain that position by really focusing on pulling those shoulder blades in and down, creating that arch that we talked about for the setup, and that's going to allow us to stay in that good position for pressing. Good, good, good. Okay, rack that. Next thing that we'll talk about is, once we're actually performing the lift, what range of motion we should use and what the movement should look like. So we're going to unrack and get in position. Now we want to be in control the whole time, and what we're going to do is come down and we're basically aiming for the sternum. We touch and press back up. Now, we can change the range of motion depending on goals. For the majority, we're going to suggest going as much range of motion as you can, which is going to be coming all the way down, touching the body, pressing back up. Now, we want to be in control. We do not bounce off the chest. We want to be able to bring the bar down and pause, and then press back up. When we have that control, we are controlling the weight and not letting it control us. Bouncing the weight off of the bar, one, you're not going to get as much muscular development from it. Two, you run the risk of injuring yourself. Excellent.